team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the offense will get the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Ogden. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Looking for a man. It's Potts. Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on first down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Looking to throw, it's Potts. They're bringing heat. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it down the seam. Oh, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the move, it's Barry. Breaks the tackle. Delivers the stiff arm. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell over.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, you get him in 3rd down, it's money down. You got him kind of bottled up. Everybody's covered down the field. And what does this dude? He makes magic. I mean, just scrambles around, gets the first down, and now sets himself up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Back to pass, it's Potts. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskies!
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Iowa City deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker of a showing. They're trailing by 14 to USC. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Gentry. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little stripe down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Ramsey. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
First down here for the offense. Hands it off. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to pass, it's Potts. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the offense suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have they'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. He's going to pass on second down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! What a grab and what a quick strike to that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's first and 10. Makes the grab. It's Gentry. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the lead.
They'll throw it on first down. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Got the quick completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Looking to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that run.
Takes the handoff. It's Barry. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Can't get him to the ground.
Well, the design QB run is now a staple play in college football, and it's because they get more blockers involved. And when you've got athletes like this playing the quarterback position, it's a no-brainer. Just let him go do work. You saw him happen.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, or you got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
That is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel. He's going to fire deep. And it's caught inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Washington. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Grab behind the line. It's Barry. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Complete. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And a really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll run it, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Looking for a man, it's Potts. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. You take that kind of chance to the outer third of the field, I mean, that's just begging to throw a pick six.
Not a great decision.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Husky. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to it. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. He makes the catch. Still on his feet at the 45. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Now on second down. The play action fake. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, after putting up 5 sacks in their last game, this defense was hungry for more coming into this one, and they knew it was going to be maybe a little bit tougher going up against this offensive line. They've had some struggles in this game so far getting to the QB, but they finally got to him.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it all right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The give to the back. Touchdown, Washington! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll start this drive firing. And he'll make the catch at the 15. Touchdown, Huskies! And once he got loose, it was all over. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oklahoma State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Stillwater. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Lost to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Boyd. Chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He wants to pass it on second down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. It's Barry. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's taking the deep shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Confident, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're trying to get some breathing room from deep in their own territory. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Washington right back to the line. From deep in their own territory, looking to throw. Brings it in down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He'll come out throwing on first down. The short hands, it's Barry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
The pass falls incomplete. Third down coming.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
Comes out throwing on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll immediately call timeout. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
At the 18-yard line.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Washington.
After this, it'll be a wrap. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
And I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We might get a little bit of that there. You could take a knee. You could run the clock out, but they chose not to, so deal with it.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into